Hello YouTube, this is Retta. I just wanted to do a video on my haul. I just came back from Bats, San Francisco, and me and one of my friends decided to meet up there. She came in from Florida. I came in from New York. Bats, which is the San Francisco area, Bay Area Tarot Symposium. And they had their convention this last weekend. It was awesome. You get to meet almost all the greats. They were there. Some were missing, but it was still great. It was at the Doubletree Hotel, August 15th and 16th, 2000, and also with Daughters of Divination. So I'm just going to go over a few of the haul that I got from there. Excuse this background. I'm still getting some housework, accomplished. So the first thing I got when I went there, before all the classes started, I seen this deck and fell in love with it. The New Earth Tarot by written by Charlie DeLong and illustrated by Kate Silver. And she was so awesome to sign it for me. Charlene did. And here is the box. It just came in a regular, box. And here is the deck. It's a round deck. It's one of my favorite cards. It's very Native American. That's the, Nine of Wands. There's a couple of changes. This one suit, the rest of the suits are the same. The one suit for Pentacles, she changed to mirrors. So, but other than that, that's pretty much, there's a couple of changes in the major arcana too. I can't think of offhand, but here's some of my favorite cards. This is the Six of Wands. It just reminds me of an astral projection, a travel that I did with the entity, or, the being that we depict as God, or the spirit, or the essence of God. This is exactly, what happened in that projection. So this card really speaks to me. This is the Fool. I love it. It's a different depiction of the Fool, but I love it because it looks like he's holding the world. He's butt naked to the world, so his soul, everything, he's not holding anything back. And he's just out there, and he has the world in his hand. He's in charge of his, his journey and what he manifests. And I love that pick. Let's see what else. I also love the Three of Swords. I'm a firm believer that we create our own misery and hurt and pain. And for me, this card shows that we allow, see how this card, the Three of Swords, it's not piercing. The swords aren't piercing the heart, but yet it's still, bleeding or weeping. And it's up to us to decide what we allow to pierce us and to hurt us on that level. And that these other circumstances around does not have that power over us. We give them power. So I love this depiction of the Three of Swords. So, and one more, let me see, because I don't want to spend, this is the back of the cards. So, and I love this one. Excuse the nudity, I'm sorry. It's the Three of Wands. Oh, I love it. She's just dancing in the fire. And here's the last one I'm going to show, the Three of Mirrors, which is the Pentacles, like I said. And it's just beautiful. But yes, there is, here's the Empress. Let me just do a couple of them. There's the Empress. Here is the Hierophant. So, this is different. 7 in the major, she calls it Triumph. Alright, so there's that deck. Awesome, awesome deck. The first deck that I've seen that I just had to have, I connected with, loved it. Let's see, what else did I get here? This I want to share. I got this. If you guys have children or grandchildren, I have a grandchild who's 3 years old, and he is fascinated by my tarot cards and my decks. And if I turn for a minute and he's in the vicinity, he will, attach himself to my decks. And I love that he's interested in tarot and all things magical. I just wish it wasn't for my favorite decks. So look what I got. Him his own deck. This is spectacular. I met the author and the creator. Sorry, the box got a little banged up. Thank God it's nice and hard in my travel bag, in my suitcase. It got a little dinged up. But it is the Wizard's Pets Tarot, the ABCs by Pamela Steele. And Pamela Steele is awesome. I love that lady. And it's a magnetic box. And she signed it for my grandson right in here. Can't really see it. But here is the deck. Look at how darling. It's still closed because he was spending like the last 4 months with me, but he's home for a little while. But when he gets back, he gets to open his deck and bond with it. But it's a perfect size. There's the back. They're very sturdy cards. And look at how just cute. That's the little dragon. It also comes with this coloring book. So if anybody gets this deck, I suggest you take photocopies of the coloring book so you can always have it and print it. So look at it. So it's all the whole tarot deck in here, and they can, color in it. Wow. And so look at the back. It says color your own tarot. The Wizard's Pets Tarot Coloring Book contains 78 black and white drawings of the original art. Create your own oversized tarot. So, you could take these, color them, and make a tarot deck out of them. So, it's all the cards for your kid. And it also comes with a fully colored, little white book, but it's a big white book. But isn't it so cute for your little girl or your little guy, and they can have their own tarot deck, and hopefully they won't want ours. So I'll tell you how it works when he comes back for his visit. I bet you he'll be excited. Plus, I did a past life reading on my grandson, and he was a Celtic witch in his past life. So, and he was a female. So, what else did I get? I got so much stuff. Okay. I got to share this. This was a little pricey, but this thing is completely handmade. And the lady who created it, I believe her name is Alyssa. I really do believe, Anessa. Sorry, Anessa. And this is her little, she has different sizes, but this is a little mini. It's a majors only. I usually don't get major only deck, but I had to have it because of the work that she put into it. It was a little pricey, but I didn't care. Look at the details. Look at that. Look at that. And she has different ones. I just connected with this color. This one's in Italian, but the rest of them really aren't. But look at that. Even underneath. So this is the front. It's just all the detail work that she put in here. Okay. I'm going to share this with you. Here's the inside. And there's a little tiny majors only. I'm not going to bring them all out. So there it is. Look at, even on the sides, she just, all the details. And here it is. They're all custom, and they're numbered. Oops. See it? There you go. So she numbers them. But look at how cute. If you can see, it's like a gold paper, and it's all hand done. So there's the full. You can't really see the work that she's done to them. But look at that. So yes, I got that. I had to have it. And she also has another thing. I'll put the links down below on it, but unicavita.com. So I got that, and she also gave me a free tea. We suffer from the same element, and she makes teas that combine the whole tarot. And this is her Temperance tea, and she actually gave me 2 samples of it. And so it's an herbal blend, and it's based on her tarot deck. So it smells, I remember, it's raspberry leaf, dandelion, ginger root, calendula, peppermint, and spearmint. So that is her tea. And she also gave me a magnet, I believe. Guess what? Okay, I already had this book, but I brought it with me because guess who was at the convention? Raina George. Yes, my sweetie. So I got to learn Lenormand from her class. And when I brought this, whoops. Sorry about that. She signed it for me and gave me a big kiss. That is her lipstick. She had a long day, so it was coming off, but she is such a sweet. Nobody has had the opportunity to take a class with Raina. Please do. You won't regret it. Let's see. Also, they gave away this free book at there, Intuitive Tarot. So it's like a workbook. So I'm interested to see what that's about. I also, this tarot deck, I don't know how many minutes I have. Okay, I'm at 12. I'm probably going to have to do 2. I'm trying to go through everything, but it looks like this is going to be part 1, then I'm going to have a part 2. This is, I'm sure many of you guys seen this tarot. The creator of it has been on Facebook, on YouTube. And when I first seen this deck on YouTube, I wasn't really sure if I was going to connect to this deck. And I was like, and it happened to, we really connected at the convention. I'm happy to call her one of my newfound friends. And we really discovered, we really talked in length about this deck. And her esoteric knowledge is so awesome, and that's what we connected on, because a lot of tarot decks that are written these days don't really incorporate the esoteric in it, and this one does, and that's what tarot's all about. So, and all the esotericness that surrounds us everywhere, that the people in the new, the top 1%, basically, I feel, do magic all around us, and we don't even know it. A lot of people don't even know it. And a lot of the monuments, it's a big sigil. It's a big magical spell. And, her work really reflects that. And so she does those esoteric symbols that the elite have all through. She's gotten a new one going in Paris, but this is in New York City. She really looks at the different monuments and really interprets them to the tarot. So this is the Fool, and I'm just going to do a couple of them. Here's the Magician. Here is the High Priestess. So if you're really into symbolism, this is a deck for you. I really connected with it because, as a lot of you guys know, I had a radio, program for years, and I was really deeply connected to the esoteric and symbolism, and a lot of my guests were on. Look at the Empress. So she only has a few of these left. So I think she has only maybe 60, and then once they're gone, they're gone. So the Hierophant. So, the Lovers. It was funny, we had a conversation, I'm like, oh, you got it in white. I would so love this deck if it was in reverse, if it was black and white. And she was like, when she did her Kickstarter, everybody voted. She liked the black too, but everybody voted for the white. So hopefully her Paris one will be darker. But I love it. So if you want to see more of this, you can go see her. And it's Virginia. I call her Jenny. And you can find her at, her name is Virginia Jester. I call her Jenny. And it's City Mystic Tarot. She's on Facebook and I believe on Etsy. So, and it does come with the little white book. So I'm going to end this and then I'm going to start another one. So that's part one. And I still got so many goodies that I got to share. So that's part one and I'll go to part two. Oh, I need to wake up. I look horrible. But, okay, here we go. Part two.